With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Oilers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Already here, they'll audible to something else. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. But you look at this defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Walker. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off across midfield.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Ready.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Watch out now, 50-50.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. In motion goes the tight end. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go.
Now Smith going to change the play. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Line. Hold. Middle.
Here's Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. But you look at this defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday. 13X.
From the gun, here's Smith. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tuesday. Snowball.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Check.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Pass complete. He's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 11 yards for number 11. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play action. It's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because you had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
53.
Third and long, it's Smith. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to 48. Young on 3rd down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Young here, you can see, changing the play. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, set.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
43 rail. Play.
Young to throw it this time. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. In motion left here, Sanders. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline to talk over what to do next.
Trouble 38. Red, cycle. Red, yellow. Ready?
3rd down, Young from the gun. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On the
From
ready.
the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, red. Ready?
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Down now, 50 Fury. Drill green. 52 Blaster.
Young working out of the gun. And his throw here's incomplete. DJ Chark the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Check 58.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Throwing now is Gino. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. 23 yards the pickup there. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Gino on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Lion. Sunday.
Again, Smith. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Middle, middle.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go.
Young, he's going to change it up. To throw is Young on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. Now they'll change things up.
Slide through. Shoot. Yellow. Black shot.
Looking to throw. Young. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
43 rail. Go, 10.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11th. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch out now. 50 series. Blaster, 6.
Throwing, Young. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And he rifles one incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
13 next, 13 next. Strike, strike. Hey, it's a clip.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having, because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Following the interception, Young. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2.
52 blaster. Smash, red. Blue, go.
The Young's going to throw for this. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Seahawks, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Hey, trio left. No ball, no ball. Look. Hey, go flip her up. Flip her up. Check 58.
On first down, it's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Now that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Smith going to move him around. Geno now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Ready?
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Young. And that's complete to Sanders. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here we go. Shot. 17.
Well, now they'll shift things around.
Yellow. Lonnie.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Fight 60.
They'll go again with Sanders. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Black Ultra.
Young. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now Young going to move him around. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Clock, 10. Double, 38.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Miles Sanders, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Smith. And Walker has it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Snowball.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
52 blaster. White. Hut.
And Young's going to throw it here. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Let's go. Charge. 10 cycles.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
On the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Red, yellow. Drill green.
Here is Young. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses.